All right, so you know how everybody keeps saying that AI is going to completely change everything?
Yeah.
Well, get ready because it's about to totally revolutionize how we shop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Google just made some huge moves to bring AI directly into the core of retail.
Really, it's not just hype.
No, they're putting a ton of resources behind it.
Wow.
And we're diving deep into this article today from Social Media Today.
Okay.
All about these big announcements that Google made at the National Retail Federation's big show.
I see.
It's really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to hit a lot closer to home for people than some of those kind of far out AI stories we see,
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't about robots taking over the world or anything like that. It's about how to use AI to create a better shopping experience, personalized and efficient.
Totally. And they kept using this term AI agents. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
For those of us who aren't coding experts, can you just break down in plain English what an AI agent would actually do in a store?
Sure. So think of it this way. Imagine you have this personal shopping assistant
Okay.
that knows your style, your budget, maybe even what you're in the mood for
Yeah.
before you even know it.
Wow.
And that's what Google's trying to do with these AI agents. They can answer all your questions, give you good recommendations, and just kind of guide you through the whole process of shopping.
So it's not just those little chat boxes that pop up on websites now.
Right. This is the next level. This is AI that understands you.
Yeah.
And can actually proactively help you find what you want.
Okay.
Or even stuff that you didn't even know that you wanted.
Okay, so give me an example. How would this actually play out in, say, a clothing store?
Okay. So imagine you walk into a store.
Okay.
And through your phone or maybe a kiosk, the AI agent asks you a couple of questions
Okay.
about what you're looking for. You say, I need a new dress for a wedding.
Okay.
And then based on what you tell it,
Yep.
past purchases, maybe what's trending,
Yep.
it shows you a bunch of dresses that fit your style
Yeah.
and what you need it for.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll even give you some suggestions for shoes and accessories.
Oh, okay. That's
And-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Wouldn't it feel kind of impersonal?
Uh-huh.
I actually kind of enjoy talking to a salesperson sometimes.
Yeah, I totally get that. And that's what makes this so interesting.
Okay.
Google isn't saying that AI is going to replace humans completely.
Okay.
It's more about using AI to make the shopping experience better.
Oh, so a hybrid approach.
Exactly. The AI can take care of the basic stuff,
Okay.
like finding products, answering basic questions,
Yeah.
which then frees up employees to focus on giving really good advice,
Okay.
styling tips,
Yeah.
or just having a friendly conversation with the customer.
That makes a lot more sense. So, what is Google actually doing to make this happen?
Yeah.
What did they announce at this big retail show?
So a couple of big things. First, they're launching this new platform called Agent Space.
Agent Space. Okay.
Yeah, so think of it as a toolkit that retailers can use to build their own custom AI agents.
Oh, so each store's AI would be unique then.
Exactly. Yeah, so it can be tailored to the brand and what their customers need.
Yeah.
So a fancy boutique is going to have way different AI than a sporting goods store,
Totally.
They're also improving some of the tools that they already had,
Okay.
like Vertex AI, search for commerce.
Okay, so what's so special about Agent Space and Vertex AI Search for Commerce? I mean, they sound pretty technical.
Well, so Agent Space is really cool because it's not just a basic chatbot.
Yeah. Okay.
It uses Google's advanced AI capabilities,
Okay.
like natural language understanding and machine learning, to make these AI agents that can hold a conversation like a human.
Oh, wow. So we're not just talking about pre-programmed responses.
No. These AI agents can actually learn and get better over time with every interaction.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Vertex AI Search for Commerce
Yeah.
is all about making it super easy to find exactly what you're looking for.
Oh, so no more scrolling through pages and pages of irrelevant search results.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine you type in running shoes for trail running, and you instantly get a list of shoes that are perfect for that.
Wow.
They're designed for trails, they match what you like, and they might even take into account the terrain where you live.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then they're also partnering with companies like Shopify, Revlonix, and Liveramp.
Okay, so they're not just building the tech, they're also helping stores actually put it into practice.
Right.
Okay, this is clearly a huge move by Google.
Yeah.
But what's their end game?
Yeah.
Why are they so focused on changing how we shop with AI?
Well, I think part of it is obviously they want to make more money,
Yeah.
both for them and their partners.
Yeah.
Because AI can lead to better recommendations, which then leads to people buying more stuff.
Right.
But I also think it's about control, you know?
Control, what do you mean?
Well, think about it. Whoever controls the AI that powers these shopping experiences, they have a lot of power over what people buy.
Right.
And Google's already huge in search and advertising.
Yeah.
So now imagine if they also control the AI that's guiding our shopping decisions. That's a lot of power.
Yeah, you're right. That is a little bit unsettling.
It is definitely something to think about, yeah.
Yeah.
But every coin has two sides, right?
Right.
So let's look at the potential benefits of this AI revolution for shoppers.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so we've talked about like Google's motivation for this whole thing and like their vision for AI and retail. But what about us?
Right.
The shoppers.
Yeah.
Is this really going to make our lives easier, or are we all just going to end up feeling like we're stuck in some kind of like super personalized shopping matrix?
I think it could be both, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, on the one hand, AI has the potential to make shopping so much easier
Okay.
and personalized. Like, imagine walking into the grocery store
Okay.
and the AI instantly creates your shopping list for you
Okay.
based on what you need, like dietary restrictions,
Mm.
your past purchases, and maybe even like recipes you were looking at online.
Oh my God.
No more wandering around the aisles aimlessly.
That does sound pretty good, actually.
Right.
Especially for me. I always forget half the stuff I need.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that level of personalization create like a filter bubble?
Uh-huh.
You know what? If the AI only recommends stuff I already buy,
Yeah.
then I might miss out on trying new things.
That's a great point, and that's something that retailers and developers really need to think about.
Yeah.
The goal shouldn't be to like trap shoppers in a bubble, but to help them discover new things that they'd actually like.
Okay. Yeah.
It could like having a really smart friend that knows what you like, but also introduces you to new stuff.
Okay. I like that analogy. So it's about finding that balance
Yeah.
between like familiar and new. But what about the whole data privacy thing?
Yeah.
You mentioned that these AI agents have to collect a lot of data about us to work right.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes me a little uncomfortable.
I totally understand. And it's
Yeah.
a valid concern.
Yeah.
The more personalized the experience, the more data the AI needs.
Right.
But the key here is transparency.
Okay.
Retailers need to be upfront about what they're collecting and how they're using it.
Yeah.
And shoppers should be able to opt out if they don't want to share their data.
Right. So no like sneaky data collection behind the scenes.
Ideally not.
Okay. Yeah.
It's about building trust
Yeah.
so shoppers can make informed choices.
Okay. I like that. And AI isn't just about recommending stuff, right?
Right.
What else can it do?
Well, think about things like virtual try-on technology,
Oh, yeah.
where you can see how clothes would look on you without having to actually try them on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Or AI chatbots that can answer your questions about products,
Yeah.
score policies,
Okay.
or even help you if you have a problem.
So basically less waiting in line to talk to someone.
Exactly. AI can make shopping a lot less frustrating.
Yeah.
And it can free up employees so they can focus on more important stuff.
That makes sense. But what about the people who work in retail?
Yeah.
It sounds like AI could put some people out of a job.
That's definitely a valid concern, and it's something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think AI is going to totally replace humans in retail,
Okay.
but it will change the kinds of jobs that are available.
Yeah.
The focus is going to have to shift to jobs that require, like, creativity,
Oh,
problem solving,
yeah.
emotional intelligence,
Okay.
things that AI can't do
Yeah.
yet.
Right, right. So instead of being afraid that AI is going to take away jobs, maybe we should look at it as an opportunity for
Right.
retail workers to like evolve,
Exactly.
take on roles that are more challenging.
And fulfilling, yeah.
Yeah.
And for the people whose jobs are impacted, there needs to be help for them to learn new skills
Yeah.
so they can transition into different roles.
Yeah.
And this isn't just the responsibility of retailers. This is something we all need to be thinking about.
Totally. As AI becomes more common in everything we do.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about some of the good things about AI and retail,
Yeah.
like personalization, efficiency, and like maybe even better jobs.
Yeah.
But let's be real, there's going to be some problems along the way, right?
Of course, no technology is perfect,
Yeah.
and AI is no exception.
Right.
One of the biggest challenges is making sure that these systems are built responsibly.
Okay.
We need to make sure they're not biased,
Yeah.
that they're not collecting too much data,
Right.
and that they're actually making shopping better for everyone.
Okay, so how do we even know if an AI system is biased?
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty hard thing to figure out.
It is tricky, but it's super important.
Okay.
A lot of it depends on the data that the AI is trained on.
Okay.
So if the data reflects existing biases in society, then the AI is going to learn those biases too.
Right. So, like, for example, if an AI is only shown images of white models, then it might not be very good at recognizing
Right.
or recommending products for people of color.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's not just about the tech itself, it's about who makes it and what data they use.
Right. We need more diversity in tech,
Okay.
both in the people who are building these systems
Yeah.
and the data sets that they're using.
Okay.
We also need to be having open and honest conversations about the risks and the ethics of AI.
Yeah.
This is going to require a lot of collaboration
Yeah, it sounds like it.
and careful thought. It's not something where we can just throw some technology at it and hope for the best.
Exactly. It's going to take a lot of planning
Yeah,
and working together.
between retailers, developers, policymakers, and consumers.
Right, everybody.
Yeah,
I feel like we're really at like a turning point here.
Yeah.
You know, AI is already starting to change the way we shop, and it's just going to become more and more part of our lives, you know?
right. And it's not just about making things faster or easier.
Yeah.
It's about creating this whole new level of like
Yeah.
personalized shopping and anticipating our needs
Yeah.
before we even know what we need.
It really makes you wonder, like, what's shopping even going to look like in 5 or 10 years?
Right.
I mean, are we even going to recognize it?
Yeah, that's the big question. And honestly,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to say for sure
Yeah.
because technology changes so fast.
Yeah.
But I think one thing's for sure, we're all going to have to adapt.
Right.
Retailers are going to have to figure out how to use AI in a way that's good for everyone.
Yeah.
And shoppers are going to have to be aware of how it's being used and what choices they have.
So it kind of all comes down to being informed and making good choices. Like, we have to pay attention to how this technology is being developed and make sure that we're okay with the trade-offs, you know?
Right. It's about finding that balance between convenience and control.
Exactly.
Like, we want the good parts of AI, but we don't want to give up our privacy or our freedom to choose.
Right, right. This is definitely one of those deep dives where I feel like I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
But now I have way more questions than I did before we started.
Yeah.
So for people listening, like, what's your advice for them?
Well, I think the most important thing is to stay informed.
Okay.
Read articles, listen to podcasts like this one,
Right.
talk to people about it.
Yeah.
You know, the more we understand about AI and how it can affect us,
Right.
the better prepared we'll be.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Challenge retailers on their AI practices, demand transparency, make your voice heard.
I like that. It's not about being scared of technology. It's
Yeah.
about using it in a smart way
Right.
and making sure it works for us,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Yeah.
This whole conversation has got me thinking about my own shopping habits.
Mm.
Like, would I actually want to interact with an AI agent?
Yeah.
I mean, part of me thinks it would be kind of cool and convenient. But another part of me is like, I don't know.
I think that's a good reaction.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong answer here.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice, and it's something we're all going to have to think about as AI becomes a bigger part of our lives.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to share more of your data to get a more personalized shopping experience?
All right.
Are you worried about AI being biased?
Yeah.
These are the kinds of questions we all need to be asking.
Yeah. It's a good reminder that technology isn't neutral. It reflects the values and biases of the people who create it.
Right.
So it's up to all of us to make sure that AI is used to benefit everyone,
Exactly.
not just a select few.
I think that's a great point to wrap up our deep dive on AI and retail.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for coming on the show. Listeners, we hope you learned something from this conversation about the good and the bad.
Yeah.
And the ethical stuff, too, when it comes to AI. And, always keep those questions coming. Stay curious and happy shopping.
Happy shopping.